Hi, this is HitmonKerny, and this is a middle cup match in between Pichi and Zodiak. Pichi starts off with Combustion and Zodiak starts off with Dustclops. Pichi uses Protect to rack up a speed boost, but swaps into Vigoroth, and Zodiak also switches to Golbat. Vigoroth outspeeds, but doesn't manage to rack up enough damage to Golbat to get a 2 KO, but stays in the attempt to get a 3 KO against Golbat. But Golbat is able to use Roost, so to prevent Pichi from taking out Golbat. Pichi switches in Staravia, and Zodiak predicts a Brave Bird and switches in the Tang, which was this Brave Bird. And Zodiak uses Trick, which gives Staravia a lot of extra power with a Choice Band, and allows Staravia to hit KO Golbat, plus a critical hit. And Zodiak then again switches in Metang, but Pichi is able to take out Metang with 2 Brave Birds, but Metang is also able to set up Stealth Rocks, which hopefully will cripple Pichi's team. Zodiak switches in Roselia, which while getting 1 hit KO'd by Brave Bird, Staravia also gets KO'd by the recoil damage. Pichi sends out Lairon, and Zodiak sends out Dustclops. Lairon racks up some speed with Rock Polish, but is crippled with a burn from Will-O-Wisp from Dustclops, which halves its attack, and you can't damage the switched in Chansey at all, even though Chansey is quite susceptible to physical moves. Pichi sends out Vigoroth. Pichi predicts a switch to Dustclops with Vigoroth and uses Earthquake, which does 40 damage to Dustclops, but doesn't do enough to hit KO. Then Dustclops also cripples Vigoroth with a burn, which again halves its attack, and Vigoroth can't do not even as much as Lairon damage to Chansey. And while Vigoroth tries to rack up some damage to Chansey, Chansey just soft boils and regains health, and Vigoroth ends up fainting from the burn damage. Pichi sends out Combustion, which hopefully will be able to KO Chansey, but Zodiak sends out Wartortle, which might be able to 1-hit KO Combustion with a water move, and it does with Waterfall. And Waterfall 1-hit KOs Combustion. Pichi sends out Lairon, which, even though with the burn, is still able to KO Waterfall because it was on quite low HP, and Chansey isn't taking much damage from Lairon at all, so Zodiak is able to switch in easily with Chansey and regain full health again, and hopefully set up a wished path, which it does. And she predicts a switch from Chansey and sends out Duosion, but Duosion is quite weak to Dustclops' moves, so she sends out Lairon. And Dustclops gives Lairon a Choice Band, which negates the burn damage, and Lairon is able to inflict regular damage to Dustclops, but Dustclops re-tricks the Choice Band back, and Lairon is back to his crippled state with burn, and again does minimal damage to Chansey. She sends out Duosion again, which hopefully with Psy Shock will be able to do quite a lot of damage to Chansey, but it only does 28 damage, which means that Chansey must be quite physically orientated to resist as much physical moves as it can. And Pichi sends out Porygon 2, which receives an attack boost from download, but Zodiac sends out Chansey, which with Natural Cure, the Paralyze doesn't really mean much, because as soon as it switches out, it loses it. Zodiac gets a Parahax, which is a bit bad for Zodiac, but Chance is able to get a Wish and pretty much stall Lairon out with its burn damage. And Zodiac's running a quite interesting set on Chansey, using a Calm Mind set while setting up 1+ special attack and special defense. Zodiak sends out Dusclops against Porygon 2. Pichi is able to triple Dusclops with Thunder Wave, and Dusclops gets a Parahax, and Pichi gets a critical hit, which means Zodiak struggle quite a bit to recover from. And Pichi gets another critical hit against Chansey, but it doesn't do that much damage. And Pichi gets another critical hit with Tri-Attack, but Chansey uses Calm Mind, which means it will resist the moves a lot more than it did before. And now Georgian again against Chansey, which Pichi probably hopes he was able to take out Chansey with Psyshock, with like Calm Mind boosted Psyshock. And Chansey uses Wish to pass to Dusclops, but Pichi doesn't use a move which would probably take out Dusclops, but instead he gets another Calm Mind, which means Dusclops recovers with the Wish pass from Chansey, but Psyshock does almost enough damage to take out Dusclops, but not enough. But Psyshock takes out Dusclops fine now, and Pichi is now choiced onto Psyshock with the trick from Dusclops. Pichi uses the Psyshock, which does 59 damage to Chansey, and now all that's going to happen is Chansey's going to keep soft boiling, recovering 50 damage, and Pichi is going to slowly whittle down Chansey's HP until it's KO'd. And the replay ends.